get the chat on. Oh, I'm down in Bristol right now, and I figured since I'm down in Bristol, it would be a good time to spend with you guys. And I'm sure y'all know where we are. That's right. We are here at the Quality Inn in Bristol. Oh, excuse me. I'm sure some people come on once the notification goes out. I got one person here right now. Let's see. It says one person. I'm sure some people will start chatting. Up there we go. Now we're getting people. Here we go. Hi, everybody. I hope everyone's doing well, but oh, we got 30 people on here. Wow. But I want to show y'all something. Guess I'm going to build a little bit of hype. The road trip video to Pittsburgh with me and Jason is going live on the 10th. Let's see here. Oh, wrong button. It's going live February 10th, 2021 at 8 p.m. It's going to be a premiere. And me and Zach will be watching it with you guys. So that'll be exciting. It'll be just like this live stream. You know how a premiere works. I watched the video with you guys, and this will be also Zach's first time in joining in on a video premiere, so that's going to be pretty cool. But yeah, so make sure, mark your calendars for this date and time where I will be premiering the Pittsburgh 2020 road. Wow, there's already someone on it. Wow. We will be premiering this video. It premieres in 2 days. Pittsburgh Road Trip 2020. And Jason, thank you for making the thumbnail. Yeah, see, Jason made the thumbnail. Jason, if you're watching this, thank you for making the thumbnail. And yeah, you can, like I said, after COVID's over, even during COVID, you can still come to the Elevator Museum. Oh, wow, people, awesome. We already got some people commenting. So yeah, it's going to be a good video. This video is 40 minutes long. And after this, I have a St. Louis road trip. I have a tunnel tour and a bridge tour. I have a Dead Mall tour. I have at least 6 or 7 more elevaTOURS style videos that I'm going to edit. And my goal is to do one a month. So, like I said, I plan on putting a lot more love into this channel. And I hope you guys have been seeing it. I mean, I know... Oh, you got a 40-watt preheat ballast. Awesome. I got a couple fixtures I still need to convert to preheat. But I really hope that you guys see the love I'm putting back into this channel. I'm doing my best. I really am. Speaking of fluorescent lights, guess what I have with me, guys? I have my 4-watt preheat fluorescent strip light with an old Westinghouse green bulb. Jason is in St. Louis, and Zach is in Roanoke, and I don't know if either one of them is watching right now. But, look at this. We're going to turn on the 4-watt preheat fluorescent strip light. I know you guys love my fluorescent. Yeah, that's one thing. Rafe in Texas is supposedly going to get some Montgomery Vector stuff for the museum here in the near future. And if he does, I'll be very grateful for that. Alex is on. Alex is on. When I come back out to St. Louis, Alex, me and Jason will come see you. Because you have my hat. My hat is still at your house. All right, guys, here's the moment you've been waiting for. Zach does not do YouTube. He just comments. That was a really nice blinky startup of the light. So there is the 4-watt preheat fluorescent strip light. And here's the bathroom. I'll tell you what, do y'all want to ride the elevator? Let's see here. Someone texted me. Let's see here. Where is... I locked myself out of this room one time, and I already had to go to the front desk and ask for another key. Let me just make sure I have a room key before we do this, but we will go ride the elevator. Good, I can get back in. We will go ride the elevator. sure y'all remember this elevator. It's the United elevator. Yep, the United elevator. Here we are down the lobby. Now we'll go back upstairs. See, the Super Bowl is going on. I can't show that for copyright reasons. Here we go. So we're up on 3. This is the 3rd floor. Now we'll go back to where my room is. And the door closed button works. There's the safety edge. I think everyone that's been watching my YouTube channel knows and loves this elevator. This used to be a microtel. Here we are down at number 2. And now we will be going back to my hotel room. But someone said they wanted to see the vending machine. So I will show the vending machines. I just got a Diet Coke out of this a few minutes ago. They used to have a Pepsi machine here, but for some reason they switched over to Coca-Cola. So yeah, I got a Diet Coke out here. And it's actually really, for a hotel, this is a reasonable price. A reveal lamp. And this is the snack machine. And look, I will have to say, for those of y'all who stay in hotels, 50 cents and $1 and $1.20. I mean, their prices here are very reasonable for a hotel vending machine. Most places would be $2.50, but for a hotel vending machine, Birdie keeps her prices very reasonable. And today we are in room 218. And when I get back home, I'll probably get out on the 16T in the morning. So, yeah, they're good prices. Like I said, this used to be a microtel. This is the hotel room. This is the view out the window. I just ate at Perkins earlier. If you look over there, that's Interstate 81. There goes a truck. That is Interstate 81. I will probably be going to work in the morning on the 16T, which is a mixed freight train that runs through. It's just hop on, hop off. It's a good train. We are at the Quality Inn on Bristol, exit 7, Interstate 81. Yep, there's some sodium lights out there. See, there's one right there. There are some sodium vapor lights. Yes, we can look at the toilet. This used to have Mansfield toilets, but they upgraded them with Glacier Bay's dual flush. This is the small flush. I'm going to see if it's any different. I'm going to try the big flush and see if it's any different. Windy City Elevators is on. Yeah, I got the free chips out of that vending machine in the hospital. I don't know if the small and big flush makes any different on this toilet, but on Zach's it does. Let's see big flush. Oh yeah, that's a lot bigger. It's definitely a difference. And let's look in the mirror. Hi, there I am on my iPhone 8. There, we'll turn the light on and off again. I want to show, I actually got some different starters we're going to try out. Let's see here. We got some different fluorescent starters we're going to try out. Look at this. Does anyone know who this is? See if anyone knows who this is. Does anyone know the significance of this? I think we have some different fluorescent starters to try out here. Maybe I only have, I have several different starters. We have 2 different electronic starters here. We have an LEL Fast Lux instant starter. All right, we all know how the glow starter works. This right here is a program start. This I forgot the brand name because it's scrubbed off, but it's from England. Watch how this one starts the lamp. There, it clicked in. Watch how this one starts the lamp. This is a program start. That's actually the best kind for your fluorescent light bulbs. Now watch this one. This one starts it in less than a half second. It's an instant starter almost. I don't know how good or bad these are for your lamps, but watch how this starts it. It's still program. See, that starts it almost instantly. It flickers a little bit as it comes on. It almost acts like a rapid start. See, it almost starts like a rapid start. But as far as for the lamps, what I've read online, this preheats the fixture for 3.7 seconds. It preheats the cathodes for almost 4 seconds, and then it gently pulses it. So this will probably make the bulb last forever. See, it gently pulses it on. And of course, this is an old neon glow starter right here. You get a lot of blinkiness out of it, but the blinkiness is not good for the bulb. If I'm trying to preserve this rare Westinghouse bulb, I'm probably best using this program starter, because it just preheats, then fires. So yeah, there's the different fluorescent starters I have. So what do y'all think? Should I leave? I mean, those of y'all fluorescent lighting experts on here, which starter is best for my vintage lamps? Which starter is best for my vintage lamps? The instant start, which is still, it pulses. It sends a high voltage pulse through it. The program start, which preheats the cathodes for 3.7 seconds and then gently pulses it on. Or the glow starter, which just blinks, blinks, blinks. I mean, what is best for my vintage bulbs? The glow start, the program start, or the instant start? Yeah, I thought the green one is probably the best for it because, like I said, it preheats the cathodes precisely. It uses a computer algorithm to preheat the cathodes. So yeah. We just rode the elevator. It's a United elevator, which is basically a non-union Dover install. Oh my gosh, y'all got some light bulbs for me, and you have an elevator piece for me as well. F14, yeah, I have a Sylvania F14. Jason gave me an F14 T12 fixture out of his granddad's basement. It's on my nightstand now. Yes, me and Zach will probably be coming up there in the spring, and, you know, he's comfortable meeting you guys. So I've told him about you guys. Elise and Ben are good people. They're very good people. The light over the AC unit, this one right here, that one, it's just a can light. It's LED. See? Yeah, you sent me several vintage bulbs, and they're down in my collection. I typically don't burn my vintage bulbs. I burn cheapos that I don't care about. I love black ender lights. I love Westinghouse black ender light bulbs. And the DrewLink F20 fixture, I've decided I'm going to keep it a floater. I'm going to put some rubber feet on it. I'm going to take the top off it, sand it down, repaint the top, because the bottom's fine, and I'm not going to paint over his autograph. I'm going to repaint the top part, and it's going to be a floater. Let's see here. All right, guys, no drama, please. No drama. I mean, mods, don't allow drama on here. But anyway, I'm going to take the DrewLink fixture. It'll probably make its way over to Zach's apartment, and I'm going to put an Alexa over there. I'm not going to have it to the degree I have in my house, but I am going to bring an Alexa over to the apartment. Applebee's is not good. Oh, you got merch for the birth. Oh, thank you for buying my merchandise. For those who want my merchandise, Cafe Press Elevator, but the Drew Link light, I will be making a video on it here soon because I've never seen a 20-watt strip that skinny before. And I'm going to be putting some rubber feet on the bottom of it so it can be a floater. I may put a green or a blue bulb in it. I'll probably put a green bulb in it because I do like the green. I'll probably put it behind the TV for mood lighting in the living room. Ben's shirt. You need to buy one of my shirts. I'm not eating anything right now. I just went to Perkins and ate. But yeah, I'm probably going to put a green bulb in the Drew Link light and use it for mood lighting over the apartment. And I may put it on a smart plug. If I don't have an Alexa, I can still put it on my... I can actually run it off my existing Alexa. I mean, like I said, I don't know. I mean, if I have... Okay, any of y'all that know about Alexa, can I have an Alexa over at the apartment, control stuff over at my house? If I get like another Alexa, can I control lights at 2 different buildings with my Alexa? Yeah, actually, yes, I can. Like I said, all I got to do, I mean, yeah, I have several extra smart plugs. I'm sure Zach will love this when I Alexify the apartment. I'm going to have the Alexa control some of the lights over the apartment. And you give up, Steven? What's wrong, Steven? I'm sorry, I don't see every chat. But yeah, I'm going to get another Alexa. Oops, sorry, I passed gas. I'm going to get another Alexa unit. And yeah, all I have to do is sign in on my Alexa account and keep that. Yes, I'm going to do more lighting videos. I have a F14 fixture I'm going to do a video about and an F20 fixture that Drew Link gave me. And I have a 3F40T12 fixture that was given to me by a friend of mine in Texas. I need to make a video of that because it's really weird. It's got a ballast designed for like those big T17 fluorescent lights in it, but it's running 3F40T12s in, I guess, series. Or parallel, I'm not sure, but I mean, like I said, I got several light fixtures I'm going to be making a video about. Oh, I love Wayne's World. And nope, I'm not watching the Super Bowl. I'm not a sports person. I go to McDonald's way too much. Logan's Roadhouse, I like better. But Zach likes Texas Roadhouse, so that's a problem. No, I'm just kidding. We need a mirror. Oh, he's talking about the Super Bowl, probably. Wayne's World was one of my favorite movies when I was a teenager. Yes, I like Buffalo Wild Wings. Which new car, my Hyundai or my Toyota? I mean, the Toyota is in the Campbell garage right now in Roanoke. My Hyundai is over the call office at work. Like I said, I'm going to get some of my smart plugs. Yeah, I'm going to get... Like I said, I guess I can do 2 different locations on my Alexa. Well, thank you. I don't think I'm famous, but I'm glad you do. Thank you. I'm going to get on eBay and get another Echo Dot. I mean, Zach, if you're watching this, your apartment's going to be Alexified. So, yeah, you'll be able to voice tell your lights, some of the lights to turn on and off. But, yeah, I'm going to put a little twist... I'll tell you, I thought I was going to have to change the switch on the light that Jason gave me, but if I put on an Alexa, there'll be no need for it. We can just put the Alexa somewhere centrally located in the apartment. It's small enough. Why? At least, I keep hearing about Facebook jail. What happened? I mean, is it something you said they don't like? 'Cause I think Facebook censors. I think Facebook does a lot of censoring. But guys, I hope you guys are excited about this. This right here, well, people have already liked it, and I haven't even premiered it yet, so. Yeah, Facebook censors one. Oh my gosh, is that Gabe? Gabe, I'm doing good. And thank you, Little Rock. Gabe, it's good to see you on here. You need to get your butt down to Roanoke again sometime. The video is coming out February 10th, 2021 at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Yeah, thanks for the super chat. Is Ben on? Ben? Is Ben on? We got a lot of good people on here tonight. A PL exit sign? Yes, I love PL exit signs. Yeah, you should. You should. You need to come by. The Elevator Museum has grown by leaps and bounds since you last saw it. As a matter of fact, this week I'm getting an old Otis elevator controller. Oh, Smart Trip Productions. Okay. I'm getting an Otis elevator controller. Speaking of, oh yeah. Vintage Toilets Texas is the one that gave me the 3-lamp F40T12 fixture. Let's see when I'm getting out of here. One enter. And I got screwed out of my holiday. Another super chat. Who sent it? I need to see. Hyrule Elevators and Escalators. Smart Trip Guy. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate all the love. I can't keep up with this chat. Facebook is ridiculous. I mean, if I didn't need my public page, I wouldn't even have it. Ooh, 126 is ordered. Oh, wow. They're getting their holiday pay. I will get the 16T out of here in the morning. I wish I could get this 126, but not happening. Terry Estep will get his holiday pay. I'll be getting the 16T out of here in the morning. Let's see here. What's en route to Bristol? Hold on. I'm not looking at the chat. Yep, and I already got the car panel out of it, so the DieselDucy elevator panel is safe in the elevaTOURS. Actually, it's at my house, but it's going to go down to the museum after Jason does some work on it. So 126 was called, and I will be getting the 16T probably about 3 or 4 in the morning, I'm guessing. So I'll be going to bed here in the next hour. No, I'm not going to watch the Super Bowl, but when I get back to Roanoke, I have rest days. $25, let's see here. No, I'm not going to be taxied home because they don't have enough. They're probably going to taxi a crew down here. Yes, 16T is mixed freight. We are at the Quality Inn in Bristol, exit 7, I-81, but 16T is not bad, though. It doesn't do any work in Radford. It's just a run-through train. I bring it into the MC side and tie it down. Yeah, I'll probably shave. I'll probably shave again here soon. 16T doesn't. The fastest we run on our division is 60 miles an hour, and it's just a short stretch outside of Bristol that I get to go that fast. I was on the 201 coming down here. Yeah, inbound 16T doesn't do anything. My favorite kind of elevator is probably still Dover. I'm trying to see something here. 16108. I wish they'd taxi out the first crew and put me on the train, but that's not going to happen. 126 is about to be called, so Terry Estep, I hope you're happy with your holiday pay. Oh, I like big lifts and I cannot lie. That's off. I like big butts and I cannot lie. The old Big Butt song from Sir Mix-a-Lot. Oh, that brings back memories. I have visible wireless, and I really hope the quality of the stream is good because, well, I didn't get my holiday pay. I'll probably get more in guarantee because I'm only going to work one more trip this pay period when I get in. I'll get in Monday. I'm off Tuesday, Wednesday. I'll probably get called out Thursday sometime, lay in a hotel, then come back Saturday. So, I mean, they'll be paying me pretty good. Eventually, I'll get a 5G phone, but I'm going to be getting my. I have an iPhone 8 and an iPhone 10R, and I cannot justify buying a 5G phone when 5G isn't even in Roanoke. I mean, excuse me. I mean, I'm just going to stick with these phones that I have for a while. I think the iPhone 12 is a 5G phone. Maybe in about 2 or 3 years I'll get a 5G phone. But even then, I mean, I have, let's see, I don't even know what color this iPhone 8 is. Let me take the case off it. Now I'll show it in the mirror. Let's see here. It looks like it's brass colored. I hope this doesn't lock the phone. If it locks the phone, I'll be right back. I'm just taking the phone out of the case. There we go. I'll let y'all see it in the mirror. This is the iPhone that Zach gave me. I'm not sure. It's got like a gold color to it, but this is the iPhone 8 that we're live streaming on right now. See, there it is. This is my iPhone 8, which I really like. I actually like it better than my 10R because it has the button unlock instead of the Face ID. And I'll show you my 10R. Let me take the 10R out of the case. Hold on, I'm setting this down. Just give me a minute. This is the iPhone 10R. It's a beautiful black phone. I mean, it's a gorgeous phone. This is my iPhone 10R. And I think I have the Note 8. I don't know if the Note 8's with me or not. It might be at the house. Nope, I have the Note 8. I brought the Galaxy Note 8. This is my Galaxy Note 8 I like to play games on and stuff. See? This is a really good phone. The screen on this thing is amazing. And y'all who like cell phones, the screen on this thing is amazing. Unfortunately, this one won't work on visible wireless. All right, I got to put in my passcode. I'm not going to show that. There we go. Now it's opening. This is the startup of a Galaxy Note 8. The Galaxy Note 8 is an awesome phone. And I like cell phones. It's a blue one. Yes, it takes a USB-C charger. I also have a Galaxy S5, a Galaxy Note 4, an LG V20, and a Galaxy S10e. There it is. Oh, I have to put in the password to get on the internet here. Let me see. Let me try to get on the internet here. Connections, Wi-Fi, quality in and suites. I should have to put in the code. All right, here we go. Sign into Wi-Fi network. All right, let me get the access code. Where is my key card? The code is on the key card. So if anyone stays at the Quality Inn in Bristol, this is the code to the, I forgot what the code is. It's free 40, well, oh crap. I think it's free 4978. Let me try it. Free 4978. Yep, it's at free 4978 gets on the Wi-Fi here. And now about a month's worth of notifications are going to come in on this phone. But yeah, this is a great phone. See, here comes all my notifications. It's probably going to get a month's worth of notifications. So yeah, that's a little bit about my cell phones. I have an iPhone 8, iPhone 10R, Galaxy S5, Galaxy S10e, a Note 4, and a Note 8, and a V20. I still have my HID lights. Hi, there I said hi. But, yeah, I don't know. I guess I really like this phone. I'm sorry, guys. I really like this phone. It's too bad I can't use it because it's one of the best phones I've ever had. And like I said earlier, I'm not getting a 5G phone for at least 2 or 3 years. I'm going to be using the iPhone 8 and the iPhone 10R. The only places I drive to are Bluefield, Williamson, and Bristol. I am on, my seniority allows me to go to Bluefield, Williamson, and Bluefield, West Virginia, Williamson, West Virginia, and Bristol, Virginia. That's where my seniority allows me to go. So, yeah. And as far as my day job, I've never really talked about it. You're talking to a real live locomotive engineer right here. Does anyone have any questions about what I do in my day job? Like what it's like to be a locomotive engineer, what the lifestyle's like, what I do at work? I mean, I'm willing to answer any questions about my day job because it's not very often that you get to sit down and talk with a locomotive engineer. Driving the train is actually easier than driving a car, in my opinion, because it pretty much drives itself. The oldest locomotive, yeah, it's mega computerized. I push a button and it drives itself. But the oldest locomotive I've ever operated is probably a GP38 from the 1970s. And no, I'm a locomotive engineer for Norfolk Southern Railway. Yep, I mean you have you have a reverser which is forward, neutral, and reverse. You have your throttle notches one idle and notches 1 through 8, and you have dynamic braking. You have your automatic or service brake, and you have your independent or locomotive engine brake. And what was I going to say? Longest train I ever moved was 16,000 feet, which was a little over 3 miles long. You don't steer. The train follows the rails. There is no steering wheel on a train. As far as a crew comfort point of view, I like GE's locomotive. Conductor, I was a conductor too. Conductor, you work the radio, you operate the track switches, you couple train cars, you knock off the handbrakes, you talk on the radio a lot. But as a locomotive engineer, you're basically driving the train. And we have positive train control, which shows us our signals up ahead. And if you get overspeed, you get fired. If you get enforced by positive train control, you get fired. It warns you at 3 miles an hour and it enforces you at 5 miles an hour. Or if you're coming in too hot to a stop signal, it enforces you, you're fired. I mean, the railroad operating rules are very strict. And you have to know them very well because if you do not follow the rules at work with train handling, you will not have a job on the railroad. If you overshoot a stop signal, your career is over. If you overshoot a stop signal on the railroad, your career is over. So you don't do it. Yeah, if you get by a red signal, both you and your conductor are gone. I don't have a shed that burned down. What do the engines sound like when you start them up? Let me see if I have any clips, audio clips of a train starting up. Let me find one here. I think I have some audio clips. These aren't my clips, so let me see if I have one. I'll show you what a GE-9 sounds like when it's cranking up, if I can find it. Let's see here. let me see. I'll let you hear an audio clip of a GE-9, then an EMD starting up. All right, this is going to take me a minute to find, but I know I have them. Just give me a minute. Keep in mind, this is a cold start, so there's some good crankage involved. It's going to take me a... here we go. This is the sound of a GE-9 starting. This is priming the engine. This is cranking, listen. And now it's idling. That is the sound of a GE-9 starting up, a locomotive starting up. I think I have, let me see if I have an EMD on here. Let's see here, I'm gonna have to find it. I thought I had an EMD on here. Listen to this, hold on, let me find it. All right, this is an EMD, Detroit Diesel 2-stroke. Let's see. Let's see, hold on. Listen, this is an EMD starting up. This is an EMD. That's the sound of an EMD starting up. So yeah, like I said, they sound pretty cool when they start up. But like I said, I like the sound a GE makes, especially when it's cold, as it sputters to life. I mean, like I said, I can't get over, like I said, I love this sound. This is a GE, I love the sound of the GE cranking. Listen. Cody, what do you think about that sound? GE-9 starting up after like sitting for God knows how long. Yeah, like I said, I mean, it's being a locomotive engineer is pretty cool, but like I said, I have sourced these sound clips from the internet because we are not allowed to take photos and videos at work, unfortunately. I wish I could, but like I said, ooh, thank you for the super chat, super sticker that is. But like I said, I mean, it's just I enjoy my job. The lifestyle is very hard though. I'm gonna tell you. You refuel. You don't. I don't refuel the locomotives. The fuel truck refuels the locomotives. I don't have any train horn sounds on my computer, but I'm gonna tell you this: being a locomotive engineer or train conductor, it's a good job, but the lifestyle is very rough. You work on call. You have a board you can look at and have an idea of when you might go to work. One day you might go to work at 2 a.m., the next day you might go in at 3 p.m., and every time you're called for duty, be ready to be on duty 12 hours. Because if you get off early, that's nice, but like I said, when you get to work, you may have to build your train in the yard. You may spend 3 or 4 hours in your terminal switching out train cars for your train. And then you have to get on line of road. And during your trip, you might have to stop and meet several trains. If a defect detector gets you, goes Norfolk Southern, milepost 302.6, hot axle, number 342, south rail. That means you have to stop your train. If you're a conductor, you have to walk all the way back to that axle and check on it. And if the axle is bad, then you have to tie your train down. You have to take that one train car, and you may have to set it out in a siding or something. So there's a lot of stuff on the railroad. And also, you always have to know what signal you're running on. If you get 5 miles over speed, you're fired. If you get past a stop signal, you're fired. You have a lot of different rules that you have to be aware of. I mean, it's not simple. It's not fun and games. And thank you for all the super chats, guys. But like I said, it's a rewarding, yeah, and at work, no cell phones. Before you get on the train, you have to turn off your cell phone and you have to put it in your bag. And there are cameras and cell phone detectors on the engines. If you use your cell phone on a moving train, you're fired. So, I mean, some of these rules are cut and dry. I mean, you know that before you take the job. So, I mean, it's just, if you're stopped at a stop signal and you're not doing anything, you're allowed to use your cell phone. You are allowed to use your electronic devices if the train is not in motion. And yes, the railroad rules are very strict, but reason being, I may be hauling 20 million gallons of crude oil or something. We have to be paying attention to what we're doing. Or, like a coal train. The heaviest train I've ever pulled off the mountain in Bluefield was like 25,000 tons. So you really have to be totally focused on what you're doing when you're operating a train. And also all the crossings. I mean, when you come up on a grade crossing, every time we go over a crossing, we have to pay attention to the gates. If a gate's not working, we have to report it. We have to blow the whistle every time we go over crossing. We have to look for trespassers. I mean, we have to do a lot while we're operating the train. I mean, any track conditions we come across, like a bad switch or a frog, we have to report. And on the Bristol line, I go over, between here and Roanoke, I go over 100, I go over like 150 grade crossings. And each grade crossing I come up on, I have to pay close attention to both gates, all the lights in I have to pay attention to that because if anything's burned out, I have to report it. So, I mean, there is a lot as a locomotive engineer and train conductor. You're always paying attention to what's going on around you. But, yeah, like I said, it's a good career. It's a good job, but it's not for everybody. You will be working a lot. Sometimes you'll be working every 10 hours. You may lay in a hotel for 30 hours, get back home and get out in 10 hours. So if you have it's hard to have a family life. But distributed power, I like distributed power. Distributed power is a set of locomotives in the middle or the rear of the train. And you can run distributed power two ways. You can run it fenced or together. If it's fenced, okay, say I'm driving on the head end. I notch up from 4 to 5 to 6. If it's fenced, the DP would stay in notch 4. But if I have the fence down, anything I do on the head end, the DP will do. When I'm going up or down a hill with my distributed power, I leave it do the same as the head end does. But if I'm in undulating territory or I'm cresting a hill, like for example, like if I'm cresting a hill, I'll be a notch 8 in DP, notch 8 on the head end. As the head end crests the hill, I start notching out 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. My DP is still a notch 8. I'll bunch up the slack with a dynamic brake on the head end. And then as my DP gets close to the top of the hill, I'll start notching out on my DP unit. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, vice versa. And then once I get my distributed power in full dynamic brake, then I'll drop the fence to where whatever I do on the head end, the distributed power will do as well. Distributed power makes for a lot smoother of a ride in undulating territory, because if I'm going through undulating territory, I'll always have my DP pushing on me, and at least notch 2 or 3. Even if I'm going, like my head end's going downhill, I'll still have my DP pushing on me to keep that slack bunched in, and it reduces your chance of getting a knuckle. And that's another thing. If you break a knuckle on a train and it's something you did, you will get written up. So yeah, as a locomotive engineer, you don't want your train breaking in half. If your train breaks in half and it's your fault, you're getting written up. So that's another thing I forgot to stress on. One of the biggest things I have to focus on as a locomotive engineer is the slack in my train. I have to keep my slack managed, because if you don't keep your slack managed, you'll break it in half. And you'll put your conductor on the ground, he'll have to walk back there and replace a knuckle. If you did something wrong, you're getting written up. So distributed power makes life a lot easier. It's just like any job. If you get written up too many times, you get fired. Last thing I got written up for was a couple months ago, being late to work. I got written up a couple months ago for being late to work and not telling them about it. But yeah, like I said, it's just like any other job. You have a lot of rules to follow, though. But the good thing about working for the railroad, you rarely see your supervisors. But with positive train control and stuff, I look at it as a valuable tool, because it's nice being able to see my signals, my grade crossings, my curves. Because in the fog, it's like an airplane pilot running on instruments. I can run the train without looking out the window. I can look at that PTC screen and run my train. I ate a cookie. I can look at the PTC screen. I see all my signals, I see my crossings, I see my curves, I see my speeds. I look at the PTC as a valuable tool, but also you got to think of that PTC like a supervisor that's always riding with you. If you get too close to a red signal, it's going to enforce you. If you get overspeed, it's going to enforce you. If you get enforced, you're fired. Yep, basically, if you break a knuckle, it throws the train in emergency. I've gotten several knuckles that weren't my fault. Like I was pulling 11,000 tons up Clark, which is near Pulaski. The head end started wheel slipping, it started lunging, and it broke a knuckle 10 cars back. But that was deemed as not my fault, because, I mean, you're going up a hill in notch 8, going 7 miles an hour, you hit a greaser, it starts lunging, that's not your fault. But like, say you come out of dynamic brake too quick or something, and the head end rolls out and gets a knuckle, that's your fault. A knuckle is a part of a coupler component. Think of it like this. I gotta set the phone down. Think of it like this. It's called a knuckle because train car couplers are like this. To uncouple, you open the knuckles. When they couple, they hold like this. So you break a knuckle, it would be like breaking your fingers off, kind of. So that's what a knuckle is. It's a cast iron coupler component. It's the weakest link in the coupler. They're designed to break. So, I mean, it's just, but as a professional engineer, I've never, yeah, I have never been written up or disciplined at work for my train handling. I take great pride in my train handling as a locomotive engineer. But then again, with the self driving feature, oh, missed calls. I'll tell you this, missed calls. First missed call is a verbal warning. Second missed call is a written warning. Third missed call is termination. You do not want to miss a call if you're on the railroad. So yeah, like I said, it's very strict. But as an employee, my immediate supervisor's name is Eric, and he is probably the best boss I have ever had at any job. I will have to say, my immediate supervisor, if he's watching this, Eric, you're the best boss I've ever had at any job. So, but yeah, like I said, I've gotten a few. I've had to change knuckles too. It's not fun. Yeah, I'm sorry. I hope it's not buffering too bad. I hear a. Whoa, what's that? I hear an emergency vehicle. Where is that? Is it on the interstate? I don't know where it is. Oh, there it is. There's the fire truck. He's on the interstate. He's getting off the interstate right there. I had a coal train last week. I love coal trains because the thing I like about coal trains is the weight is consistent. It's distributed evenly throughout the trains. Coal trains, in my opinion, are the easiest trains to handle. It's these mixed freights. Yep, I'm in Bristol. It's these mixed freights that I don't like where you got, say, weight scattered all throughout the train. Especially, it's really hard to run a mixed freight train where all the weight is on the rear. Those you got to be very careful with because you can look at it wrong and get a knuckle. The longest train I've ever had was 210 cars, I think. I had 210 empty coal hoppers one time. But as far as mixed freight, I mean, like I said, I've had some mixed freight trains over 3 miles long. With this precision scheduled railroading, they're trying to run longer, heavier trains. Burlington Northern is a good employer from what I've heard. For all the class ones, I've heard Burlington Northern is a good one. Union Pacific is the worst employer in America right now. Union Pacific, from what I've heard, is a terrible company to work for. And yes, I used to be a truck driver. I used to be a long-haul truck driver. The train was, I think, 180 cars. They were mainly auto racks, and auto racks are 90 feet long. Auto racks are 90 feet long. Union Pacific moves everything. Union Pacific. Actually, the funny thing is, someone asked if I've driven a train in Kentucky. When I go up to Williamson, it's weird. I go into Kentucky for about maybe 500 yards. Because you go over the Tug Fork River into Kentucky through a tunnel, then back over the Tug Fork River into West Virginia. So my train is in 2 different states at 3 points at once. It's really cool. So I briefly go into Kentucky when I'm on my way to Williamson. 18,000 feet long. That's insane. Like I said, I am not talking bad about my employer, so please don't take it this way. And if anyone from Norfolk Southern is watching this, I'm just talking about precision railroading in general. There's an 18,000 foot long train is insane. And the fact that CSX is doing that is crazy. I mean, I could understand like out in the flatlands, like on the UP or the BN. I mean, out where it's flat running long trains, but you don't want to run 18,000 foot long trains in the country. Is Norfolk Southern a good company to work on? I mean, I'm not going to say anything bad about my employer. I mean, they pay me well. I mean, for what I'm paid and what I do, I feel like it's a good job. And I love what I do. I love driving trains. I love it. But like I said, I read an article that, I mean, like I said, Union Pacific, from what I hear, it's rated the worst employer in America. Union Pacific is rated as the worst employer in America, so they must be terrible to work for. I've heard a lot of bad things about Union Pacific, but they're the oldest railroad in the country too. I don't have. Yep, Cody basically said what the three of the five worst employers are. He basically said it, so he said it, not me. But uh, as a conductor, I could go to Norfolk, but my engine seniority only allows me to go west. We used to see a lot of KCS, Union Pacific, Burlington Northern, Canadian Pacific, but right now I don't see a lot of foreign engines anymore. I was on a Union Pacific engine not too long ago. Now, one thing I will say good about Union Pacific, their locomotives have vinyl seats so they don't get disgusting. Don't get me wrong, cloth seats are more comfortable. But the vinyl seats that Union Pacific uses, you can just take an alcohol wipe and clean them. The cloth seats on the locomotives get disgusting. Because NS, CSX, and Burlington Northern all use cloth seats. Union Pacific actually uses vinyl seats on the locomotives, which make it a lot easier to clean them. So I hope you guys have learned a little bit about railroad operations on this live stream. Like I said, I love what I do, and if any of y'all are ever in Virginia, come chase my train sometime. I give good horn shows, I wave. I mean, train enthusiasts love me. Like I said, Mike Walton, Mike Davenport, several local train enthusiasts have videos of my trains. As a matter of fact, I'm sure my friend won't mind if I show one of his videos on here. But here's a video of me. I'm going to show you a video of me doing my day job. Let me look up. His YouTube handle is NSCSX Railfan. Let me see here. Let me look him up. DieselDucy Engineer. That's how I usually find his stuff. Let me see here. Wow, this was 5 days ago. This was me 5 days ago on my train. You don't actually see me on this one but this is me. I'm bringing this train. All right, any day now. Oh, here I come. I hear the engine. There I go. I gave him a little horn show. I did jingle bells. I did jingle bells on the horn. Let me see another video of me where I'm actually waving. Let's see here. 29G, this was a year ago. Oh, here I am on the pusher set. I'm going 50 miles an hour by his house. This is awesome. Watch this. This is me on a pusher set. Here I am, just a set of light locomotives, 50 miles an hour. Let me see if I can crop in on me. there. You can barely see me up there. There I am right there. There I am. So, yep. This is me. Yeah, I left the damn ditch lights on. I was like, I felt like such an idiot. Because I've been running from that engine earlier. But yeah, let's see here. Let me see what other videos he has of me. 29G with me on it. Let's see. Here's another train that I was pulling. There I am waving. This was a long train I was pulling. Mainly empties, it looks like. I mainly empties that day. I also had the geometry car. Let me see here. Let me look up Andrew Reams engineer. Hold on. Usually I told him to tag me as DieselDucy. Oh, this was awesome. I got to pull this one time. Check out what I got to move one time. This was cool. Look at this. This was a couple years ago.
It's 2:10 in the afternoon. This is NS 906. Heading west, Main 0.
There I am. I got to pull that. The research car. Yep, I got to pull the research car one day. I also got to pull the FRA inspector car one time. Let's see here. Oh, this was just a few months ago when I was on the 126. This was oh my God, this was a rough day. I had been on duty 12 hours. I had been on duty about 11 hours when I came by here. I was dead tired. I have distributed power in this. Even after going 30 hours without sleep, I still am friendly to the train enthusiasts. You'll see distributed power in this train. Keep in mind, I'd been on duty all night, and this is about probably 7 in the morning. This was just a few months ago. If Jim is watching, he'll see my distributed power. Oh, we hit deer almost every trip. We don't have wayside horns on our division. This train is the 126. It's a manifest train from Bristol to Roanoke, and you'll see my distributed power. I was running this train. This was 3 months ago. had a lot of auto racks that day. There's my DP. Try to see how long I was. This is a pretty long train. We don't have any length limits anymore. They run them as long as they want, which is, I mean, look how long this thing is. This thing was like 2 miles long. Yes, wayside horns are in areas where we don't blow, but they're mounted to the crossing gates and they simulate the sound of a horn, but we don't use them on our division. That is a lot of auto racks. Look how long this train I had was. I don't know if anyone's counting the cars in it, but I'm curious to know how many cars they are. Oh boy, another troll. Yes, this thing was like 2 miles long, I remember. I don't think, did anyone count the cars in that train? I don't know how many was in it, but yep, that's me doing my day job. Distributed power works off radio signals. It's controlled through a radio signal. The older distributed power was done through on the ECP trains. It was run through the electrical cables through the air brakes. But almost all the distributed 175 cars, that sounds about right. But the newer distributed power is all radio controlled. And I think there's a rule: the distributed power cannot be any further than 8,000 feet away from the head end. So I think that's the rule. It can only be 8,000 feet from the head end. Yeah, Salem is a no-blow zone. We ring the bell and flash the lights in Salem. So yeah, Salem is a no-blow zone. But, I mean, I'm sure that rule is broken sometimes because I'm just at a regular micro quality inn. But anyway, like I said, I've had a good time with y'all, but I need to get some sleep, so. I think they just came out with a mask rule, but no one ever wears a mask on the train. But, yeah, I would not want to wear a mask for 12 hours on a stuffy train. But it's not enforced. I mean, I'm sure they'll start writing people up for it at some point, but I mean, when it's just you and one other person 10 feet away from each other, there's no reason to wear a mask. But anyway, I mean, I wish I could do videos at work, but unfortunately, it is not allowed. Yeah. I don't know when I'll be available tomorrow. Like I said, when I get in, I got to do some stuff with. Me and Zach have some plans. But yeah. Anyway, I don't know if Zach's watching this. I'll probably call you when I get off the live stream before I go to bed. But I got to get rested so I can get my 16T tomorrow. I don't think I have any. I don't think I have any unuploaded trucking videos. But I hope you guys have had a good time with me. We've been on here a little over an hour. Oh, Zach is watching. Hey, Zach, how you doing? Zach is watching. Well, I'm going to be calling you here in a few minutes, and I can't wait to see you when I get home. It'll be nice. Oh, yeah, there. Everyone's going to say hi to Zach now, and I keep saying we're going to maybe on one of these rest days, me and Zach will do a live stream going around Roanoke, just walking around town, maybe ride a couple elevators. So, yep, everyone loves you, Zach. But yeah, and Zach, look at this. This is what I'm bringing you home. There you go. This is what you have to look forward to when I come home tomorrow. Fresh baked Perkins cookies. Oop, don't want to drop them. But yeah, like I said, Hurricane Andrew has struck in the hotel room, as you can see. Yep. But there's my Tums. I hope y'all enjoyed hearing about my day job, because I know I haven't really talked about my day job a lot on here. And like I said, if any of y'all ever come up to Roanoke, I would love for y'all to chase my train. I love it. That's one of my favorite things about being a locomotive engineer. I absolutely love. Oh, we got another troll on here. Wonderful. I'm sure one of my mods will move them. It's just funny. I'm glad I'm famous enough to be trolled. And there, I took care of that. But like I said, it's just I think it's hilarious that there's actually people that have time to come on and troll a live stream. But it's just, all it does is give me more watch time. So you're helping this channel out by trolling it. You're just giving it more watch time. But yep, there's Perkins out there, and I'm gonna hop off this stream here in a minute. I hope y'all have enjoyed this. I've enjoyed spending time with y'all, and thanks for keeping me company down here in the hotel. But when I get in, I have a few days off, and hopefully, if all goes well, there'll be a vintage Otis elevator controller in the elevator museum. So, I love you guys. Again, thank you guys so much for all the support. I mean, you guys are awesome. I have the best audience in the world, and I really love y'all. Anyway, I hope you guys have a good night, and I'll be on here in the next day or two. I guess I'll talk to you later. Bye now.